What's up YouTube, Chef 𝐁𝐚𝐤𝐿 here, and finally back with the cooking video. It's been a while since I've done one. With everything going on in the world, I haven't really been inspired to do these tutorials, but I have missed it. If you guys are still following me, thank you so much. And if you're not, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you like the video. And what we're gonna be making today is called Bacalaitos, which is basically a codfish fritter. Very notorious in Puerto Rico. I only have them when I go to Puerto Rico, or the Puerto Rican Day Parade. When I'm in Puerto Rico, or if you go to Puerto Rico, you'll see these hanging from clothing pins, on the roads, food trucks. It's a very simple, delicious treat to have. It's one of my favorite, and with that, we're gonna get right into this video and make it. All right, for our ingredients, we have the star of the show, which is our bacalao. This is how you wanna get it in this package. We also have our oil for frying. It's regular vegetable oil. For our batter, we have our all-purpose flour. We'll be using a little bit of cornstarch, and we have this right here, which is vegetable stock. It's different. Most people use either water or the stock from the bacalao, but I have seen some people use vegetable stock, which to me is a lot better. So we're gonna be going with this today. For our dry ingredients, we have our adobo, we have our oregano, some black pepper, we have garlic paste, and we have our sazon right here. Some of you guys know what this is. If you don't worry about it. But for those that know what this is, I know it's a little political right now with everything that happened. Unfortunately, this is all I had within arm's reach at the time, so we're going with this. It is what it is. With that, we also have our homemade sofrito, which if you don't know how to make it, I have a video on how to make homemade sofrito. I'll put the link in the description. And we also have red bell pepper, which is also optional. We have a sweet onion, our cilantro, and if you guys see this in the background, I'm gonna give myself a quick little plug. That's my homemade coquito, which is a Puerto Rican drink that we make for the holidays. This is called coquitito. If you guys wanna buy it, support me, feel free, I'd appreciate it. If you want it now, I can make it now for you. It's typically a holiday drink, but if you guys want it now, I'll definitely make it for you, and you can try it. It's really good. So with that, we have our bacalao, which has been sitting in this bowl for pretty much overnight. The reason you do that is because the bacalao comes very salted to cure the bacalao itself. So you definitely want to sit this overnight in a bowl and then rinse it again and repeat that to get the salt out. If not, you're gonna have a very salty bacalaito. So with that, we're gonna get into putting it all together. All right, so to make our batter, we roughly chopped our cilantro. It was a small bunch of cilantro. Again, it's a rough chop, it doesn't have to be perfect. As far as our onions, I used about a half of our onion and about a quarter of our red bell pepper. You wanna try and dice these, on a small side. You don't want big pieces of onion or red pepper in your bacalaito. So again, equal parts of the onion and the red pepper. So we're gonna start off with our flour. It's about 2 cups of flour, which is typically accompanied with 2 cups of the vegetable stock. But again, we Puerto Rican, so we don't really measure our stuff like that. We kind of eyeball it, but let's see where we go with this. So first what we're gonna do is add our 2 cups of flour. Hopefully I don't make a mess. Let's go under. And 2. That's a little under, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. About that. I'm gonna add actually a little bit more, just because I'm not getting it. There we go. All right, so there's our flour. And we're going to add our vegetable stock. Again, try and make it low sodium. The bacalao is already salted, so really try and get that low sodium if you're gonna use the vegetable stock. And you want kind of like a little bit more of a watery pancake batter. So we'll eyeball this at this point while mixing it and see if this is the consistency that we want. And I can already already tell that we need a little bit more. So we're going to add some more of the vegetable stock. And just eyeball it until you get that really good consistency. And this is pretty much what you want right here. So if you want to come in a little bit, you can take a look at it. See how it's coming out? That's exactly what you want for your batter. And once we have that, we're gonna add our red bell peppers, our onions, and our cilantro. And then finish it off with our dry ingredients. All right, so this batter is ready to go. So now we're gonna add our cilantro inside of our batter. Our onions. And our red bell peppers. We'll give that a little quick mix. Then goes to the bacalao. All right, so we have the basic part of our batter ready. We're gonna put the bacalao in first, and then we're gonna finish it off with our dry ingredients. So again, this has been sitting. We're going to get rid of the water, and what we're gonna do now is start shredding this bacalao. Just use your fingers and just shred it as good as possible. You don't want too much of like big chunks in there. You want it kind of, shred it as fine as you can get it with your fingers. You can use a fork if you want. I use my fingers. So we're gonna shred this as good as we can get it. And then we're gonna put it in the batter and then get ready for our dry ingredients. All right, so this is exactly what you want. Again, I use my hands. You can use a fork, whatever works for you, but you want it this consistency. And I will emphasize that you want to have enough of that bacalao in your bacalaito. You don't want to skimp on it. There's a lot of people that are notorious for using very minimal bacalao, and you're pretty much just biting into a fried batter, and that's not good. So you want to have enough in there. So we're gonna mix this in our batter and mix it together, and then we'll go with our seasonings. All right, so now we're gonna go with the dry ingredients. We're gonna start off with our sazon. We're gonna use half a packet. Make sure you only use half a packet, otherwise your bacalito is gonna be orange, and that's not really appealing to the eye. So use just half a packet of your sazon. We'll use our adobo. We're gonna have just about a teaspoon of adobo. And we'll put a pinch of oregano. A couple of turns of our black pepper. A little bit of garlic paste. About that much should work. And now we're going to add our sofrito. Nice tablespoons. We're gonna add a little bit more, about half. And then finish it off with our cornstarch. All right, so we're gonna give that a mix. And that's gonna be it for our batter, and now it's gonna be ready to fry. All right, so everything's ready to go. Here's my favorite part, frying this up so we can get ready to eat. I have not eaten all day, and I'm super excited to finally eat these. It's been so long, so let's get started. Right now I'm using my measuring cup. You can use the ladle if you want. It's all up to you, it's all preference, whatever works better for you. For me, I'm using the cup. So we're gonna scoop our cup. Get it close. And we're going to dip this into our oil. That's good, this will be perfect. So what we're gonna do now pretty much is let these fry for about 2 minutes on each side, and it should be ready once it's golden brown. So it's been about 2 minutes, and if you want to take a look closer, you'll see what it's starting to look like. You can go a little longer, it's up to you. If you want them super crunchy, then you go a little longer, about 3 to 4 minutes. But if you want them a little, a little bit of crunch, little airy, then you go for about 2.5 minutes, and then you flip it. So right now we're gonna flip it, wait about 2 more minutes, and then we'll be ready. So let's use my fingers. All right, so we're done here. Here's a final product, and this is the best part of the night for me is actually eating this. Like I said, I'm hungry, I haven't eaten all day. So I'm probably gonna burn my mouth, but it's okay. It's worth it. Let's give it a shot. It's perfect. The perfect fritura, they call it. Fried bacalao. It tastes amazing. The house smells great. That's gonna do it for this video. If you guys like the video, do me a favor. Subscribe to my channel, hit notifications so you can see upcoming videos that I do. And drop me a like, put a comment on there. Appreciate it. Have a great night.